What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tits here, and today I have a revisited Snow Globe Frost Prime defense support Snow Globe build for you. Got a little bit of Corpus gameplay real quick, because I mean the gameplay doesn't really matter that much, just showing the Snow Globe in action here. Also, this is without a stretch mod, just to show you the size of it without it. I'm going to talk about the stretch mod because of the new updates and everything. I'm going to talk about that when the build video starts here very soon. One quick thing to mention: railgun MOAs on Corpus, they can shoot through your snow globe. Just wanted to mention that. So you and your pods can still get one-shotted. For my subscribers, I just want to let you guys know that there's just a handful of videos, some newer weapons and a few revisited weapons and frames that I want to get done. I'm trying to get all done in the next few days, and then I'm going to be jumping right on to those nightmare guides and more of gameplays for you, with just a little bit of build videos mixed in between. Alright, I got the build part coming up here for you guys. Let's go ahead and check that out. Alright guys, let's go ahead and talk about ways to mod your Frost Prime for high wave defense runs. It's a support defense build, Freeze and Snow Globe being your two powers that you're going to want to mainly utilize in this build. And also, if you were to use infested impedance or physique to match the polarity, you can do whatever you want. You could easily have enough points to get your build, fully done, but you'll be able to do it without that. You really don't. You really want to stick to two better mods here: the Rifle Amp, Energy Siphon. The infested impedance, could be alright. Maybe if some other people were running it, but you're better off with the Rifle Amp or Energy Siphon. And depending on what your teammates are running will matter, for what you want to run. Now, obviously, a freeze and a snow globe, y'all know what snow globe does. I don't need to explain that. It's fully ranked here. And a full freeze, just in case the enemy gets inside the snow globe, you can freeze them so that you don't have to worry about them one shot in the pod, which will happen in the later wave defense. Constitution and continuity. Continuity adds 30% power duration, and Constitution adds 28% power duration. They're both fully ranked, they both stack, and the Constitution also adds 40% knockdown recovery, which can be a blessing if you get knocked down by a MOA and one got in the pod, it knocked you down. It can really help you out being able to get up quicker and kill it or freeze it so it doesn't one-shot the pod. A 1 from the top fast deflection and a 2 from the top redirection. You got 2 points left over here, so you could put either 1 in here and 1 in here, or you could just do a fully ranked redirection. It's up to you. Fast deflection. The only time it's really not going to help you out is really late wave defense when you're getting one-shotted. But now that the enemies are much tougher in the game, fast deflection does help out the regular player, casual player a lot more, than it did before. You didn't really need it as much before, but fast deflection is a lot nicer now for most players. We got streamlined and flow for max efficiency and max energy, and then a fully ranked diamond skin, which is just going to be for Corpus, and I would mainly only put it on deep lower wave defense. Using it on regular maps, it's going to help you out with Corpus too. It's just better than Vitality, basically, if you're playing against Corpus. Now, before I finish up with the defense here, I just want to note, if you are running regular maps, you can kind of keep this same build, but you're probably going to want your Avalanche in there. A lot of people like using that ulti. Keep these other two powers. You don't need to mess with his other power. It's not that great. And to put an Avalanche in, you could take off the diamond skin, and you could also take off one of the you can take off the continuity, because the Constitution will be plenty of enough for your snow globe, and then that way you could also add a rush mod to speed them up. And those are the best ways you can alter this build, for regular maps. Now back to the defense. All I want to do is mention one more thing about stretch. I don't have it in here right now, but that's just because I wanted to mention when and when not to use it. Before, a lot of people used to use a fully ranked stretch, and the only thing really nice about it is you got more room to fit your teammates inside it, but they've changed the way Corpus and Grineer act now. Like, the Corpus don't just sit around shooting the pod, they charge the pod. And by having a fully ranked stretch in there, all that's going to do is make the globe huge so that the Corpus are going to get into the globe that much quicker and one-shot your pod or one-shot you too. It's not worth having a fully ranked stretch. You do not need it. I will either run no stretch if I'm running solo, or even sometimes I'll run no stretch, or maybe a stretch with just 1 or 2 ranks in it. When I'm running a full team and we're doing a high wave defense, that's your best bet. Just put stretch in with a couple ranks. You could take off one of the streamlines or flows, because you do not need both, because your teammates are going to be running energy siphon, at least a couple of them, if you're doing defense the correct way. And also, if you're doing a tier 3 defense, that would be a time when you want a bigger stretch to cover the whole pod. But all I'm really trying to say is, don't throw a full stretch mod in there just to make a huge globe. It doesn't help. As long as you're covering the pod, that's all that matters. By making a bigger globe, now that the Corpus charge the pod and they don't sit back and shoot it, it's just going to let them get into your globe much quicker and one-shot your pod. It's not good news. So those are all the best ways to mod your Frost Prime for regular maps, and mainly your support defense build for high wave defense runs. Hope this video helped you guys out. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.